welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Emma. Today's video, as you can probably tell from the title and on the thumbnail, is going to be a favourites video. But yeah, I've got a few favourites to show you in this video. I've got a couple of beauty favourites, some fashion favourites, and then also a couple of random bits and bobs that I want to mention. But yeah, if you do enjoy this video and you do enjoy favourites videos, I would really love if you could give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below what are your favourites or anything you think I should check out based on these things that I'm going to mention. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get straight on into the video. Okay, so the first favourite I want to mention is a perfume, and this is the Viktor & Rolf Flower Bomb perfume. I really love this. I feel like this is the classic perfume that's been around for years, and I've always really loved the smell of it. I really quite like a deep fragrance. I really like a sort of tobacco, more like unisex fragrance, but sometimes I find they can be a little bit overwhelming for like a daytime scent. So this perfume is just perfect for me because it is a little bit more feminine, because it has got those floral tones with orchid and rose in there, but it does have like more warm tones to it as well with the bergamot and amber, which I really love. And yeah, I just love this perfume. I find it really good for both daytime and evening time, and you can see how much I've actually used of this, which is quite rare because it takes me normally years to finish a perfume if I ever finish it. But yeah, I've just been really loving this. I find like it just goes with everything, and it's just a really lovely scent that I really love, and it's definitely a classic for a reason. If you haven't checked it out, I would definitely recommend giving it a whiff, especially if you're not really into like floral, fruity, sweet scents, because this is still feminine but without being too sweet or too florally. And I just really love it. And yes, this has been my go-to perfume of recent. And yeah, I feel like it's just nice to have like a go-to fragrance. I feel like this is becoming my signature scent. It also lasts really nicely on my skin. I feel like I can smell it all day after I sprayed it. And yeah, I just think it's a really lovely fragrance that I've been loving wearing recently. And yeah, I'm loving getting back into fragrance, and this has just been my fragrance of choice of recent. And then my next favourite is a skincare favourite, and this is the Merit Beauty Great Skin Instant Glow Serum. Just looks like this. The packaging of this is beautiful. It's like a proper glass bottle. This is a little bit more on the pricey side, but I really love it. It is just an oil. It just looks like this, and you shake it up and then you just squirt a little bit in your hands. I do squirt it into the palm of my hands just because it is quite a runny oil, so I find if I put it on my fingers it just kind of starts running down and like running through the gaps in my fingers. So I just kind of squirt a little bit into my palm and then press it on my face. My skin has been quite dry and dehydrated recently, and this is just really nice for adding an instant glow and just an instant boost and a little bit of radiance to the skin, making my skin look a little bit healthier. You can use it both morning and night. I really like using it in the morning, like I said, just to give me that little bit of radiance under my makeup, just add a little bit more extra hydration to my skin before I apply some moisturizer. Yeah, I really love it. It's just a really nice oil. It sinks in really nicely into the skin, and it just feels really luxurious on your skin, and I just feel like it is just a great product that my skin really agrees with. I've already tried two things from Merit Beauty. I've tried their blush and this oil, but I really love it, and I'm really wanting to try some more Merit Beauty because I just really love the two products that I have used. And yeah, it's just a really lovely serum for my skin. Just adds that little bit more hydration into my face and just gives my skin a healthier overall glow before applying my makeup. I also find it sits really nicely under makeup. It doesn't disturb my makeup in any way. It obviously is a bit of an extra step. I do have to wait for it to like soak into the skin, but it's definitely worth it because it just makes my skin look really beautiful. And yes, I really love the serum. Yeah, highly recommend. Okay, and then moving on to makeup favourites. The first favourite I want to mention is a highlighter. Now, I'm not normally a highlighter kind of person, but I have been using the Benefit What's Up highlighter recently. This is just it in a pan. You can get it on its own, like you don't need to buy it in a palette, but this is just the palette I have. But I find it a really nice highlighter. Because it is a cream, I find it a lot more subtle than a powder highlighter. I don't like anything too glittery or too obvious or too like chunky on my face. I find like I just like a nice subtle glow, just giving my skin that little bit of radiance, that little bit of like healthy look to it, but nothing too obvious or too blinding. And I feel like this works really nicely. I just literally like to apply it with my finger and then just like apply it to the tops of my cheeks. And like I said, with the oil, my skin has just been a little bit more dehydrated recently, so I just like adding a little bit of highlighter to just give me that like glow. I really like quite a natural looking base, so I don't like a highlighter that's too chunky or obvious, like I said. So this is just working really nicely with my makeup, and I just feel like it gives my skin like that nice healthy glow but nothing too intense. I feel like it just looks quite natural on the skin, and I feel like because it is a cream, it just blends and melts beautifully into the skin and just gives me that little bit of radiance that I've really been loving. Because I do have more of an oily skin, I do have to go in and powder, so just using that highlighter just to add a little bit of glow back into my face just works really nicely, and I've been loving it. And yeah, it just looks really nice on the skin and I really love the look of it. So yes, I will definitely be investing in like the stick of the highlighter on its own, but really love that. And then another beauty product that I've been loving is the NYX lip liner in the shade Natural. This is just what it looks like. Mine is quite worn down, and it's just a beautiful natural coloured lip liner. I switch up what I wear on my lips, like in terms of like lip glosses, tinted balms, lip oils all the time, but this is the lip liner that I just gravitate towards all the time. I find it just works really nicely with my skin tone. It's not too pink, but it's not too dark or browny nude. I just really love the tone of it, and I think it just works really nicely. Some like nudes I feel like can look a little bit weird on me just because I do have quite a paler skin tone. I do tend to go for more of a pinky tone nude, but I feel like this is really nice colour that it's still natural and it's not too pinky. I don't like anything like too peachy or warm toned, so this is just a really nice lip liner for me. I really love the formula of it. It just like works really nicely. I don't like my lips to look too defined, so I do just like to go with the lip liner and then just kind of blend it in with my finger. And yeah, I really love this. This is just kind of my go-to lip liner. It's also really affordable because it is from NYX. Yeah, I really love it. I just find myself gravitating towards this all the time, and it's kind of just my everyday colour for my lips. I tend to just use this and then like some form of like gloss or balm or something on top, but yeah, really love that. Okay, and then moving on to a couple of fashion favourites. My favourite fashion favourite you might have seen if you watched my previous haul, and it is just this plain navy t-shirt. I did pick this up in a charity shop, so I can't link this down below, but I've just been really loving this t-shirt. I've been wearing it a lot recently. At the moment I'm really gravitating towards the colour navy in my wardrobe. I feel like it's just a really nice colour to wear when I still want to be quite neutral, but I want a little bit of pop of colour in my wardrobe. And I feel like it's just a little bit like less harsh than wearing like a black t-shirt or like a dark grey. I've just been really loving this t-shirt. I think it just fits really nicely. I really love wearing it with just a pair of lighter blue denim. That's how I've been styling it mainly. I just really love it. It's just a really comfy t-shirt, quite a basic piece, but I've just been getting a lot of wear out of it, and it's just been my go-to piece when I don't know what to wear. I just need to chuck something on really quickly. It's just been this navy t-shirt, so I really love this. Like I said, I did pick it up in a charity shop, so I can't link it down below, but I would definitely recommend owning a navy t-shirt, especially if you are like me and more of a neutral wearer. I feel like navy is just a really nice colour to add into the wardrobe because it's like a little bit more colour, but it's nothing too bright or too difficult to style. Also, I really like it with a pair of like black trousers as well. I know some people don't really like wearing navy and black, but I think it looks really nice together. So yes, love that t-shirt. And then my second fashion favourite, I know we are in summer, but I had to mention this jumper because July here in the UK was a little bit rainy and a little bit chilly, so I did actually get the opportunity to wear this jumper, and I also bought it recently, so I just did want to mention it in this video because I feel like this is going to be a staple piece for me in the coming months, especially as we transition into autumn winter. Yes, I feel like this is just a classic traditional piece in my wardrobe that I'm going to keep for years, and it's just this cream oversized jumper. I picked this up from Pretty Lavish. I had been eyeing this up for a while. I'd seen it on a few different influencers and all over my Instagram feed, and I just picked it up and I've had no regrets because I just love it. It's just this beautiful cream jumper. It's got the lovely round neck. It's nice and oversized. I picked mine up in a size medium. I definitely would say either stick true to size or go a size down because it is oversized. You do not need to size up if you want it an oversized fit. And then at the bottom it's just got this ribbing detailing, but it's not tight to the body at all. It just hangs really beautifully. And then it's got these beautiful folded over cuffs, which I really love that detail. Just adds a little bit of something to the jumper, but is still keeping it really simple because it is just a plain cream jumper, and I really love this. The quality of this jumper is incredible. It's really nice and thick and heavy, so it just fits really nicely on the body because it is that heavy and it's got that weightiness to it. It just falls really nicely. I just adore it. It's got that more Borg material. It's got almost like a fluffy look to it, but yeah, it's just really lovely. And I did wear this recently just with a pair of jeans, and I absolutely loved it, and I'm just so excited to get more wear of it out of it as the weather does cool down here in the UK. Yes, I've been on a hunt for like the perfect cream jumper for a while, and I really do feel like that is a perfect cream jumper. I just love the fit of it. I love the shape of it. I think it was around the £50–60 mark, but I would say it was worth every penny because it is just such a classic piece that I will have in my wardrobe for years to come, and the quality of the piece just really reflects that price. So yeah, I will try and leave it linked down below. I know it goes in and out of stock, but I set on my back in stock notifications and managed to snap it up that way. So yes, really love it. They do actually do some other colours as well. I think they do like a beigey brown colour, and I'm really tempted to pick that one up when we get into autumn because I just love it so much. So yeah, really love that. And then moving on to random favourites, the next thing I want to mention is actually a drink. I've actually got one right here, and it is a kombucha. So I get the Remedy kombuchas. I actually bought a big pack off of Amazon of 24 cans, and there's like a variety of flavours. This one that I'm drinking right now is the peach flavour, which I really love. There's also a ginger and lemon flavour, which is one of my favourites. I really love this one. And then there is a wild berry, which I really love. There is a few other flavours as well, which are still really nice. These are just my 3 favourite flavours that I'm showing you. But yeah, I've just been really loving these. I kind of struggle a little bit with drinks because I don't like the taste of Coca-Cola, and I don't drink a lot of like other fizzy drinks. All I really drink is water, sparkling water, and like tea and coffee and hot chocolate. So I just wanted like some cold drinks just to enjoy, obviously because it is the warmer weather. So I ordered these off of Amazon, and I'm just really enjoying drinking them. It's just nice to have a little cold drink every now and then, switch it up, so I'm not just drinking like plain old water. And they're really tasty. Also, I don't really drink a lot of alcohol at home. I will have the occasional like glass of wine or cider, but for the most part I very rarely have a alcoholic drink at home. So these are just really nice also to enjoy in the evening. As you can see, I like just putting mine in a glass with some ice and a little straw, making it a little bit more fancy. And yeah, I'm just really enjoying them. Kombucha's meant to be pretty good for your gut as well. Like, I can't really comment on that because I haven't really noticed a difference, but yeah, I'm just really enjoying them, and they're just a really nice drink to have at home if you're like me, for example, and don't drink like a lot of other fizzy drinks or don't necessarily drink a lot of alcohol. It is just nice to have something a little bit more flavoursome for drinking at home. I will link the pack that I ordered off of Amazon. I think I got 24 cans and there were 6 different flavours in there, and they're all really nice. Those 3 are just my favourite of the 6, but all the other flavours are really nice. I will say kombuchas are a little bit more of an acquired taste, so maybe you want to like try one before you buy maybe a 24 pack, but I thought I'd just mention those because I've just been drinking them, going through them quite quickly, and I will definitely like keep ordering them off of Amazon because it's just nice to have something in the house when I fancy just something with a little bit more flavour. So yeah, really love those. Okay, and then the last few things I want to mention are all music favourites. So the first thing will come as no surprise, and that is Taylor Swift Speak Now, Taylor's version. It came out beginning of July, I think. Yeah, beginning of July, and I've been really loving it. Speak Now was one of my favourite Taylor Swift eras. Kind of became a fan of Taylor Swift just before the Fearless album came out. So Speak Now was like the first Taylor Swift album that I was really excited to be released, and yeah, I really loved that album. I really love the original version. It's got some of my favourite Taylor Swift songs on it. So I was really excited for the re-recordings, and it did not disappoint. I really loved it. Obviously I love all the classics, like I love Sparks Fly, I love Mine, Long Live, Last Kiss. Last Kiss is such an underrated song. Yeah, I really love all those. And then I did also really love the vault tracks. She released one called When Emma Falls in Love, which I was really excited for because obviously it's got my name in it, and I really love that song. And I also really love Castles Crumbling with Hayley Williams. I have actually very luckily managed to get tickets to the Eras tour next August when she comes to London, and I'm so excited, and Paramore are supporting her, so I'm hoping she sings Castles Crumbling every night with Hayley Williams because that would be fantastic. But also I love I Can See You and Electric Touch. They're like my favourite vault tracks. I do really love Foolish One and Timeless as well. But yeah, I really loved it. Didn't disappoint. When I first listened to it, like on release day, I was actually quite emotional listening to it. It was a very nostalgic experience for me. So yeah, I really love that album. And I feel very lucky and honoured that I managed to get my hands on some Eras tour tickets. So I go next year. It's literally not for almost another year, and I cannot wait already. I'm already like trying to decide what I'm gonna wear, but that's a whole other story. And then my other music favourites are Maisie Peters released a new album called The Good Witch, which I really enjoyed. My favourite ones are The Good Witch and History of Man. They're my two favourites. And then another artist that I've been loving recently, who actually came up on my Spotify recommended and I can't stop listening to her, is The Japanese House. She's just released an album quite recently called In the End It Always Does, and my favourites are Boyhood, Sunshine Baby and Magpie. I can't remember what it's called. It's the last song on the album, but I really love the whole album. It's just a very relaxed vibe. I've really been enjoying listening to more like female singers recently. I don't know why, but yeah, I've been really loving The Japanese House. And then my other music favourite is Bleachers, who I've always been aware of because obviously Jack Antonoff works a lot with Taylor Swift, but I've never really listened to any Bleachers songs, and I started giving them a little bit of a listen and I'm really loving their music. My favourites are Don't Take the Money and Everybody Lost Somebody. Those two songs I just have constantly on repeat. I do this a lot, like I'll have like a few songs that I get obsessed with and I'll have like 6 songs on rotation that I just listen to over and over and over again, and they are my 2 Bleachers songs. I do also really like Roller Coaster as well, but yeah, I'm really enjoying Bleachers. I'm not sure why I've not listened to them sooner, but yeah, really love those songs. So yeah, I think that is all my music favourites. I will leave my Spotify link down below if you want to check it out. I've got like a summer 2023 playlist, which has kind of been my on repeat playlist at the moment. And if you don't have Spotify, I would really recommend, because Spotify is just a forever favourite. I find it's really good for recommending me new music and getting me to listen to new stuff, because I can, like I say, get in the rut of listening to the same things over and over and over. So I feel like it always has really good recommendations for me. But yeah, that is it for all my favourites that I want to mention in this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I'd love it if you could give it a thumbs up, just so I know to keep filming favourites videos, because I really love filming them. And yeah, I just think they're really fun to film, and I'd love it if you could let me know in the comments below what are your current favourites. Everything that I can link down below I will leave linked if you want to check any of these things out. And if you are new to my channel, I'd really love if you could subscribe, and I will see you all next week for a brand new video. Goodbye.